let's move on away from that. And because, as you know, President Tinubu has suspended democratic governance in Rivers State. It's a state shaken by political conflict, whose magnitude, according to President Tinubu, has struck at the very foundations of stability there. Mr. Tinubu appointed a sole administrator, and he set about dismantling, or some would say destroying, and reconstituting the structures there. And, you know, there are legal challenges in courts. There's stark, despondent warnings that the full picture of what he's planning to do, that's the sole administrator in Rivers State, could be far worse. What do you make of what's going on there?
There was no political upheaval in Rivers. It was deliberately induced. It's like when you induce coma. So what they did was playing a game that would eventually climax at declaring a state of emergency. Rivers State is still one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria today. You can see sometimes when you talk about state of emergency, you will still see pockets of attacks, resistance, and everything. But people are okay, but they are disappointed. What happened was a case of daylight robbery. Nobody has declared state of emergency in Borno State. Nobody has declared state of emergency in Zamfara. So tell me what happened in Rivers. It's about one man's voluble ambition. A man wanted, after 8 years, he wanted an elongation of his governorship, while at the same time, simultaneously, holding on to one of the biggest ministerial portfolios in Nigeria at the FCT. And the president indulged him. When the crisis started, they invited both parties. What I expected the president to do, while Fubara complied, Wike did not comply. I expected that the president would have instructed Wike to say, face your business in Abuja. And Wike is a damn good fellow when it comes to projects. I said that about him all the time. The only problem he has is this is anger mismanagement. Let me put it that way. You see, when a man mismanages his anger, and it doesn't matter to him, look at now, he wants to carry the same thing to Bayelsa State. And the governor is already crying, say, please help me, rescue me. How do you allow a man to go on rampage when you can see what happened? So it was deliberate. The Rivers thing, they wanted to pocket Rivers, not for votes, it's for the resources of Rivers.
But how can one man, Nyesom Wike, be so improbably powerful that he can do these kinds of things? Not only hold a state to ransom for 2 years, but, you know, with a flick of his thumb, get the president to declare a state of emergency, even though virtually every legal luminary, including the Nigerian Bar Association, has found that to be unconstitutional, and suspend the governor.
It is because their interests align. The interests of the president and Wike align. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you that. It's as simple as ABC. Wike, like I told you, is the only man who is not afraid to bring the roof down if necessary.
So what do you think is going to happen in Rivers State going forward?
I don't know. I mean, they already got what they wanted. They have access to the resources. The man at the end of affairs is making appointments as if he's producing popcorn. So he's doing whatever he wishes, and nobody is going to stop him for as long as the interests align, as I said. So that's what's going on.
Well, very briefly, because time is galloping ahead, you